Next thing we're going to cover are basic takedown setups. We're going to cover 4 setups that can be used with many different takedowns that you would shoot in competition. The first one we're going to cover is the basic head snap. What you're doing is coming from this inside position. You're going to reach up behind his head about 5 or 6 inches, and from here we're going to snap down on the head. What we're trying to do is snap him all the way down to the mat, or try to get him to react so that we can shoot in on a takedown. I'll give you for instance. On a double leg tackle, it would be snap, he pops up, and then you shoot in on a double leg tackle. The next setup we're going to cover is your basic shoulder tap. Again, this can also be used with many different takedowns that you shoot. Okay, from here, you can go to a double shoulder tap here, or you can go to what we call a single shoulder tap. In any case, what we're trying to do is shock this person and get him out of position. We're coming from this position here or here. On this one, I'll use a 5 carry as a for instance. I have inside control. This hand stays in the lap position. From here, we're going to come up, we're going to post the shoulder and hit right into a 5 carry and take him over. That same type setup can be used for many other takedowns. The next one that we're going to cover, I feel, is probably the best setup you can use. It's called an arm drag. Everybody's seen an arm drag. There's lots of different ways that you can use an arm drag. Basically speaking, what we're doing is controlling this man's wrist here. From here, we're going to come up above his elbow and hook. We're not going to grip it so that we pull it this way. We're going to hook it. What we're doing with this arm is dragging it across the body, like that. There's many different ways that you can attack this man from that basic arm drag. As a for instance, double leg tackle, drag, step, and move into your shot, here. You can use the arm drag to also fake the opposition out. For instance, I may start my drag here, he pulls the arm back, and I hit a single leg tackle on the other side. You can use the arm drag for many different positions. Before we went from here, you could also go from inside control. What you're doing from here is rotating over his forearm, chopping it down, and going into a drag position. Okay, again, you have inside control. We're going to rotate across his forearm, we're going to chop down hard, come up and drag the arm and take it through. You can also go from an outside control. This one is a little bit more advanced and a little bit more difficult. But from here, what we're going to do is just back the body up slightly, come over his arm this way, chop it down. As we chop it down and towards the inside, we're going to come up and meet it with the other hand, like this. From this, you can drag and go right behind the opposition. Okay, again, from here, he's on the inside, come over his forearm, chop it down, come up with the other arm, meet it, step right into your drag position. Another position you can hit your drag from is when he controls your wrist. If the opposition comes out and controls your wrist, you can pull your own hand across, come up and drag the arm off and move right into your attack. The thing that will make your arm drag most successful is the way that you penetrate. Anytime you drag the opposition, you want to be stepping into him as you're dragging him, not one and then the other. For instance, some wrestlers will drag here and then step. What you want to try to do is drag and step at the same time. Move right into your double leg position. Again, this is a drag with an outside single. Get up. So the key is to coordinate your drag along with your step. You don't want to drag first and then step. You want to drag and step at the same time. Another thing that I feel is a mistake is that when you drag and go to your butt this way, it's not the best way to initiate a drag. I feel that you should always be moving into the opposition with your shoulders, just like you do when you penetrate on doubles and singles and other takedowns, as opposed to dragging a man and leaning back. You want to be able to drag him and move into it this way. The next type of setup we want to talk about is the posting setup. You can use what we call a double post or a single post. And simply what you're doing, if Rick comes out and he starts to reach for my head, a double post is when you come up with the thumbs on the inside and above his elbows, you just post his arms up this way. If you're going to hit a double leg tackle, you're posting him up and stepping into the double leg tackle. If you're going into a single leg tackle, he reaches to this side, you're posting him up, and you're stepping into your single leg tackle here. Again, the key thing on this posting setup is your timing. You should be posting and stepping at the same time. That's important. Right here, Rich comes up for a double push. I'm going to post him with both hands, and as I start to post, I step. If he comes up with a single post here, I'm going to post and step at the same time into a single leg tackle.